Hey, 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 hello, hello, hello. Hopefully this will spurt out there. Get some people joining in. Hello, hello, hello. This is M. Fixing my tripod. Hanging out on Not Big Enough. John is hanging out upstairs right now with a friend. So I wanted to come down and do a live. And I've seen a lot of questions and posts about vision boards and how does one get one started, and what do we put on there and what do we leave off, or there's so many different ways, right? So let's start from the beginning. That I'm gonna take a cup of coffee. This is my coffee today. I'm going to share a little bit about my journey. The boat's shaking. The guys upstairs are moving. I'm going to talk about my journey through a vision board. And I only share this because I know that if I can create it and I can move it into fruition, for just to say the simplest terms, right? If I can magically create it, so can you. So can you, and why not you? But the first thing is to work on oneself. Okay? So the first time that I heard about vision boards, or I'm sure it wasn't the first time, but the first time I acknowledged it and decided, okay, let me put this into play, was when I was at a seminar. And at this seminar, it was for my direct sales company. The gentleman that was standing in the front of the room said, I couldn't see myself getting to that position. There were so many struggles and obstacles that I had to put, that were in play, and I could never, I couldn't see myself being a millionaire. I couldn't see myself being a six-figure earner. I couldn't see myself here because I've been here for so long. So I wrote a letter to my future self. And he went into great detail about it, and then the leaps and bounds that happened. So I took that to heart. And so at that moment in time, it was 2011. And in 2011, John and I had lost our three. We had 3 franchise locations. We had a 4th one that was in the plans but wasn't open. We lost our stores, we lost our homes, we lost our cars, we lost our sanity. Well, actually, we didn't lose our sanity because of this amazing legal service that we had in our back pocket. So to foresee greatness at that level of brain waves and vibrations, I couldn't see it. No way. But I knew that it was possible. I knew that every position that I started in life was a restart, reset. Okay, bring it. I've always climbed. It's never, okay, I'm homeless, and what does that mean to me? That only means to me that there are options and solutions that I need to seek out and find, and the challenges that are going to come. But I first had to work on what was going on in my mind, right? So I wrote this letter. To my future self. He talked about 5 years. In the position we were at, I couldn't wait 5 years. I needed it to come sooner than that. So I wrote it in great detail. I wrote on my cover letter of my resume that I wanted to live where I work, and I wanted to work where I lived. I always thought that was important. I want my commute time this long, not this time. I've shared on my personal page commutes down to see my daughter over the past couple of weeks, and I don't know how you do it. My commute right now, one day is, or a couple days a week, is across the top of Seattle, and then other days a week it's down into a basement office. Granted, I don't have any sunshine, but I do have a happy lantern in there. Time to take a breath. You got your coffee going. I'm not sure who is on. It's not telling me. So if you're on, I see an eyeball. Say hello. Where you're popping in from? I'm hanging out in Elliott Bay. John and Mark are hanging out upstairs, catching up. I'm coming on to do a Q&A on vision boards, but I wanted to share a little bit about my story. And it's probably been a lot of it, because that's just the beginning, right? It's just the beginning. You know, I can fast forward and fast forward and fast forward, because there's so much that did happen. But I'm not going to dredge through every shift and turn. Because I did get a job where I work where I lived. That was pretty cool. Then when we got in that job, we decided, hey, we need to write a letter to our future selves again, right? Why make it 5 years out? Let's do it again. 1 year. What is that going to look like? To move from that fruition to this fruition in just job steps. It took 18 months. Life happens, right? John had a stroke. And then I had to have an emergency hysterectomy. I wasn't going to bear any more children, but so it needed to happen. It was not okay. And so we had to heal and move through that motion. So that jump took 18 months. And then once we get into that position, there were a couple more shifts and changes and that I've made in my work. One of the shifts and changes brought upon this boat. And her name is Not Big Enough. Not Big Enough. And there's a beautiful story that goes along with finding not big enough. Conquering amazing obstacles. John being denied multiple times with the Social Security saying, you're fit to go work, go work. So instead of another appeal, he decided, okay, let's go work. What is that going to look like? So he put it out into the universe. One, I got the job first, and then he was able to come on as my maintenance supervisor. And we worked side by side, and I was able to have him negotiate his day through his energy level. Right? It was great. It was great. And he said, if I work a job, the monies that I work, I want it to go to a boat. And that's what happened. That's what happened. So we have Bo. We have Bo because we decided to be intentful, to direct our focus, to know what we wanted to do and where we were going. And that brought upon Bo. I absolutely love our boat. There are new shifts and changes happening right now, and I'm not going to share those. But I do want to get down to vision boards. And that's why we came on for vision boards. How vision boards shift, change, what questions do you have about creating your vision board? My first vision board, I actually did a live on my page, and that page being the Matting Business Blog. I'd never done a vision board before. I'd actually had words all around my apartment helping me shift the thoughts that were happening in my head because of going from where I was to where I'm going. You have to change in here before you change out here, right? And that helped me create this amazing vision board. And in that vision board, and I'll share it down below, I go through a ritual, being a Reiki master, and that came through via my vision board. Meeting my Reiki master and trainer and guide came through on my vision board. My Toastmasters experience, and I wish I had a picture of it and I could go through it, and I'll post it down below. I wanted to work on coming out of who I was. I wanted to create wellness workshops, and I've done a dozen or probably 9 vision board workshops since creating my vision board. And this year I hosted 4, and I'm looking forward to hosting more and doing online vision board parties, because it doesn't matter where we're at, it's where we need to be and being present right here, right? being present right here, and we don't have to drive somewhere. We can just drive our energy and everybody connect right here. My Toastmasters Club, my my spiritual guide, Beth, came from the vision board. And then, let me take a breath. Let me take a breath. Let me have another cup of coffee. Okay, Q&A. What are questions? I'm not going to talk about my boards anymore, except for I'm going to show you boards and what my thoughts are. For me, it's focus, 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 focus. I have a focus sheet too that I'll put down below. You can't just say, oh, today I'm just going to change my thoughts. It's just going to happen. It's just going to happen. I'm not going to be that I'm not going to be this, and I'm not going to be this, and I'm not going to be this. But then you move throughout your day, and those things still come up into your day. So the first thing that we do is clear out, declutter. Declutter, declutter, declutter. Declutter within us, declutter our space, declutter our mind, declutter our calendar. Buy a new calendar. I just bought a new calendar. Grace has been my word on my journey since day one. Once my journey shifted and I started my spiritual journey, it was about me giving grace to myself versus me giving grace to others. And I did that for years, was give grace to others. And I held this burden of our stores right here. It was horrible, right? But once I did that, so this is my new planner. Marshall's, TJ Maxx, what is that other store? Anyway, and then there's awesome planners. If you know of a planner, or there's a planner that's your favorite planner, drop it down. Drop it down below and share what your favorite planner is. There's some really cool ones out there, and I definitely want to get another, but this was a planner that was gifted to me by my mama. We went school shopping together, which was really fun. They came to visit from Thailand, and she said, put what you want in the basket. So I felt like a little kid, and one was, I got myself a planner. So it's called Amazing Grace 2020 Planner, for me to have a clean focus and uncluttered calendar. On September 21, I am going to do, I'm a guest speaker with the Northwest Business Ladies, I think it's going to be in Ballard. I'll share that link below as well. I should start writing down the different things I'm going to share a link about, so I don't forget. But I'm going to talk about decluttering your spiritual triangle. Spirituality, health, mindfulness, your home. What is all this clutter doing? Right now, John and I, we're moving to the point of living as minimalists. My future self, my goal is to be a global mobile virtual entrepreneur. That I'm helping raise the vibration of the collective. That I am working with couplepreneurs and ladypreneurs and helping them release and give themselves grace for their past. Forgive themselves of decisions that were made. Make fun solutions using very cool tools that I have in my toolbox, and step joyfully into their future selves. Because the future self is going to come, right? Yeah, drop me a thumbs up if you know your future self is going to show up. I didn't even plan for being 50, and in, what month is this? So we're September. 18 months. 18 months I'm going to be 50 years old, and I didn't plan for that. Now I am. I'm planning for that now, because when I'm 50, I want my everyday todays look very different than they are today. And there are accomplishments that I need to do and forward strides that need to be made so that can happen. So many of us, we take great detail in organizing our vacations, which is, I would like to declutter my storage. Yay! Hi, Carrie. Yeah, isn't it? It's important. We've got to declutter. I was just watching Storage Wars the other days, and last night, John had brought up about us getting a storage and putting our stuff in storage, and I'm thinking of, if I can't carry it on me, if I can't have it on my boat, I know that there are going to be some things that I need to put in storage, but I need to reduce. If I haven't touched it, and utilized it, is it necessary in my life? Or is there somebody else that can find joy in that piece? I can't remember what the declutter gal's name is. I wish it just came off my tongue, because I can see her, and I can see her sitting on the floor and just taking time and taking peace with the house. And that's one of the things that I'm really going to enjoy adding to my portfolio. But that's a forward-thinking thought of what's going to happen in the future. All right, vision boards. This year, when I have hosted my vision board parties, I have also created a vision board at the same time. And cheers for some more coffee. For those of you that don't know me, I mix contemporary business of today, business solutions, business tools with the woo-woo magic. And I have found that to be great success in my business career over the past 5 years. I finally decided to wake up and make this an actionable program for myself. So none of this has not been tried and true. And you can look it up too. You can look it up, because it's not just me. We've got to integrate stuff into our life, because the energy that we put out is the energy that we're going to receive back. It's important. It's important for us to let our light shine, to know who we are and why we're here. And it is not, I promise you, it is not to work 9 to 5 in the grind, breaking your body, breaking your mind for somebody else, for somebody else's wealth. That may be an ends to a means. That may be that, and you may enjoy doing that. And we have to have chefs, and they have to work for somebody, and they serve, right? But being the bestest chef and finding that route to your greatest self and your greatest dish to be placed in front of somebody to go, like these croissants. I have a croissant in front of me. Oh my flakiness. I'm going to have to eat and talk at the same time, because the bakery must have been delightful. Absolutely delightful. Okay. My body's starting to vibrate, because when I start talking woo-woo versus talking business, if I haven't centered myself and brought it all in and just be okay, because I've been on the business side for so long, and apparently I've been a woo-woo artist all along as well. I had a friend when I was in the Army go to a crystal, a metaphysical fair, and brought me back a crystal. And today I have no crystals with me, but I did set up a magic circle around our boat, so the divine, our guides, God, the universe can be present with us during this. I forgot where I was going with that. So this year I've been creating, as I've created my vision board parties, I'm also creating my own vision board. This is one. Let's talk about this. So for me, it's about not having white space in the back. I need to fill this in. But it's about the words. It's about the words. It's about the feeling. It's about the mantra that I create in my in my mind's eye. And I read these every day, or it's my intention to read them every day. Last month, I'm learning about the moon cycles. I'm learning about how crystals heal. I'm learning about all these things to bring into my life to make each step, each day, not such a struggle. And there's more that we can do that's just within our power. There's all this woo-woo power out there. So that's important for us to have around us and to share. And I digress again, right? Okay, so for me, it's about the mantras. It's about what I'm putting up here, putting out here, putting through my heart, and getting into alignment with my future self. Whether that future self is my future self, the whole thing. Okay. So this is my 2020 book. I started this. This one was done in January. John and I sat right here and did this. The wisdom. This is what I want to gain, is the wisdom. I need to just breathe, right? Just breathe. The ultimate happiness. Is real simple when life is made easier. Happiness and peace. Bright love. Sparkling. Why not now? Why not now? I sat in a meditation, and in that meditation there were three birds. 2 were black crows, and they're outside my window every single day. And when I pull out of my driveway, the 2 black crows are there, and I say, hello, black crows. Thank you for being present in my life today. Thank you for guiding me. And the other was a white bird, and the white bird was faced away from me, so I wasn't sure what the bird was, except for it was white. And January 1, 2019, when I created this board, the white bird showed up. So she showed up on my paper. One day I will see her, whether I see her while I'm walking this town, while maybe I participate in, I know that there's events where you release a bird. I would love that. I'd love to be part of a ritual like that. And why not now? Why not now? So that was my set into motion for 2019. This was created on one of my vision boards. I take lots of photos, lots and lots of photos. And when I go to events, I label myself as the official, unofficial photographer. And I just need to label myself as the official events photographer. Add that to my portfolio, because if I'm going to go to an event, I am going to go live, I am going to share it out there, I am going to market it, and I can definitely do a better job if I am if I commit to being part of the process of that event's success, right? So essential pleasures, a place to create, and that's what I'm creating in my life, is a place for me to create. I'm exploring. There is paradise out there. It's our time to heal. And that's to remind me too that John tells me that when I come on, I'm not my authentic self. So I have to be my authentic self, because he sees who I am. And if I come on here and I am some other person, another mask that I'm putting on to seem more professional, or to seem more, or for me to think that's who I want to project. It's not. I want to project me in my light. So I do hope that I do that. It's time to heal. And that's what I've been doing. And I hope that that's what I've been sharing out as well, is what is important is us to heal. Because for us to heal, once we change our vibration, then we can radiate and help others change theirs. And that just changes the whole course of what's going on in our world. This says 101 blessings. Let your light shine bright. 101 blessings of hope. 101 blessings of grace. Why not now? Then I have the crystals on here because I want to attend a crystal class. I'd love to have a crystal healer on with me and do a vlog together. Whether we're sitting here on Bow and we're discovering them and we're charging them up here, and maybe we do a live auction and a giveaway. So if you know of a crystal healer that sells her gems and would like to do that, please share my info with her. And I say her just because I've only seen women, but there are others, right? Whoever you are, if you want to sit here with me. Make sure you love yourself. I did this one at my last vision board party up in Edmonds with Beja and with Amy Morrison. Make sure you love yourself in living color. Live smarter. Why not now? What's pretty cool about this is that the next day that Amy posted about her time with us at the vision board party, she used the words in living color. And she didn't see my vision board, yet she used those words. So we're all connected. We're all cosmically intertwined. It's the coolest thing. Right, Carrie? Oh. This one I created right here. Right here at this table. John and I sat down going, okay, what is next? What is next? I really thought that doing one-on-one coaching was something that I wanted to do, and I do. I would love to do one-on-one coaching. I would love to do Reiki on one person at a time. I would love to do a bridal shower or a baby shower, or with a Reiki and a vision board party intertwined. And so those were thoughts that were happening. And then this board was created as these conversations were happening. So I know it's backwards. I'm sorry. Hopefully I can flip it. The great awaits. The spirit of the season. Speak wild. It's time for me to speak wild. That's to you, Carrie. Party proprietor. I want to be a party proprietor. My ultimate goal is to have a party with 10,000. 10,000. I know it's not called the Kingdom anymore. Is it called T-Mobile? T-Mobile Arena. I think that's what it's called. But to have 10,000 light workers, healers, all in one, John's calling me, healers in one place. And it's all because we want to raise the vibrations of the collective, raise the vibrations in us, and learn from each other. I am M. Okay.
Stay right there for a minute. Oh, you on?
Yeah.
Did you just hear me yell?
I did.
I was just kidding.
Oh yeah, nobody else heard, just me.
We're coming down.
You're coming down? How about 5?
Okay.
Give me, yeah.
All right, I'll give you 5.
Do you need a blanket? I have a blanket.
No,
Here.
he froze.
Here.
The chair stuck to his ass.
Give him a blanket.
Um,
And you have a jacket right there. And then you can come down and I'll fresh up your coffee.
Give you
5.
All right. Okay, we have to give her 5.
Okay. Back to where we were. M. That's what I go by. I am M. Because I was born Marlene. Everybody spells it incorrectly. Many people say my name incorrectly. So I decided when I made a shift at one point that I would go by the letter M. Auntie M is pretty darn amazing. From the... it all just fluttered out. I told John the other day I discovered, okay, who is M? So Auntie M from The Wizard of Oz, right? And then, there's a second one that I wanted to share. And then the third one is M with Mary Poppins. So I had this fun little sprinkle of these different M's that are collaborated within me. But diverse, vast, majestic experience. Smart, savvy, and essential. Because it's essential. It's essential for us to heal. Dream big, plan ahead. Adrenaline is contagious. Be festive, cheer, pioneering new partnerships. So I am pioneering new partnerships, and there's there's some cool stuff that's in here that I need to get out here so I can collaborate. And I do actually have a collaboration happening on the south end, the 26th. And that's another thing that I'll drop down below, is a Northwest Business Mastermind meet and greet in Tacoma at the what's it called? Surge Tacoma. And we have an awesome location sponsor, which is Vanessa. I'll tag her too. But that was, that came to fruition because of here. There was a post on a group page and everyone was saying hi. I pulled the nerve out and said, hey, those if you're on the south end, I'm hosting a Northwest, or I'm hosting a mastermind group down there, but I'm looking to secure a location. What does the universe do? Throws out Vanessa. And Vanessa says, hey, I have a location. Let's chat. That turned it all around. Create an event. Right? What just happened? What just happened? I'm going to read this to you. Every time John reads it, he cries. The sunrise, sunset, and every ray in between, amidst the heavens and earth, speeds the magic of color, the vibrancy, the radiance, fragmenting, enhancing the perception of every beholder, gleaming and glowing, ebbing and flowing. The future is brighter than ever. The beautiful life. It's all a choice, right? It's all a choice on our perception. This is the latest one. We did this one here too. A perfect, true global connection. To connect the future of... This is really what I want to do. To connect the future of matchmaking, getaways. I want to do these amazing retreats. Talking, how we talk to each other. I'm talking to Portland. It says that there's 2 eyeballs on, and I'm not sure where else another eyeball is on from. But being able to talk and able to share all across the globe, rather than just being, well, you are just in front of me, so it's cool. Escape. We need some great escapes. I am planning a retreat in Monroe, in what's called the treetop. I'll post that down below. I'm working on coordinating that. What does it say? Good, plain fun. Let's have some good, plain fun. Pull out that inner child and let's heal that inner child so that you, as the adult, can step forward and be happy in your adulthood. By land and by sea, a world of buyers, the social network. So we're creating a different social network. This is... pretty cool. Larry's treat sounds amazing. Yes, I'm so excited. I'm very, very excited. I'm putting that all together. I wanted, my goal is, my 2020 goal is to have retreats all across the world and have them scheduled before January 1, 2020. So bringing that in, I might as well start at home, right? So there's one a space in Monroe that I'm looking at, and so I'm not sure if it's in the next 90 to 120 days to be able to get that on the calendar, get it promoted, start getting some, getting all the everything weaved and webbed will be awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So I was asked from upstairs to be able to close this out. I'm going to show you the last 2 pages that I just recently put into my vision book for 2020. And like I mentioned in my vision book, these are pages that I look at, that John and I talk about every Friday, or on the weekend. And then we plan, do, review. We plan, do, review what's happening the next week, what's happening the next month, what's happening the next 90 days. So we both know what's happening and where we're going and how we're growing. And this is another page. I really, really, really want to plan a rock hunting excursion. I have just been watching all these little crystal miners and magic miners across the Instagram, and I'm sure that there are crystals to be found here in Washington. So I would love to plan a hiking getaway day trip to one. I just have to find what those details are. So the best pet rock delivered is on its way as well. I appreciate you, Carrie. Thank you for being on, and whoever else has popped on. I thank you. I thank you. I thank you. I thank you. I appreciate you. Get a fresh new calendar. There's beautiful ones out there. Start decluttering. Declutter. Start simple. Start planning for your future self, because your future self's going to show up. And it'll be fun. So keep tuning in here. I am going to share more. I'm going to have more stuff. So I know that there's a lot that needs to happen down below of things that I've said. I'm going to share. I'm going to share. I'm going to share. Thank you. 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 Doesn't it? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. It's time for us each to turn our lights up. Turn our lights up bright. Step out of the fear of the dark. Step out of the fear of the unknown, and let's grow together. This is a fun world, and we need to raise our vibrations and shift and change what is happening here, so we can reflect it out. Rock finding sounds fun. Oh yes, Fran. It's Fran. Great way to start the weekend. Yay! Yay! Thank you, Fran. Thank you. Hopefully, I don't know how much you've seen or if you just popped on, but I am being asked to check out. Cheers. Cheers to you in your day. And, this is the heart chakra color. I'm glad that that's what John picked out for me. That's something that's important to me, too, is chakra colors and making sure that's clear and making sure that we're balanced. So happy, happy, happy day to each of you. Make it a wonderful weekend. And make sure you breathe. Take a deep breath in, hold. Oh, this is what I love to do. Take this hand and wrap it around your shoulder here. Take this hand and wrap it over here and pull it in, pull it in, pull it in, pull it in. And as you're pulling it in, pull it in and say, all is well. With your breath, all is well. And pull it in and squeeze and squeeze and squeeze. And then when you release, with my soul. Thank you for being present with me today. The boys are coming down. Happy, happy, happy days to you.